Wasabi gangsters, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chance, and I'm going to talk about books. There is no awkward 4-second pause. Instead, I'm filling that space with these pointless words. I'm going to talk about what I read in the month of May, what I plan on reading in June for the most part, and what I picked up recently. And also I'm going to give an update on book 2, the book 2 in my epic fantasy series that I am currently developing. So right now, month of May, finished absolutely nothing. I had a 6-book April, right? I got out of the Navy back in April, and then I was reading coming into the month of May. I picked up, I'm listening to Iron Gold still. I'm about 75% of the way done with that. I'm listening to The Heroes, but I stopped about 50% of the way through to try and really focus on Iron Gold. And then currently I've doubled my progress on the stand since last week on my Kindle. I'm also reading the complete Malazan Book of the Fallen. I'm on chapter 21. I'm going to hold up Memories of Ice here, which again, I found this copy at a bookstore here in New York, which I loved. I know it's like a mass market paperback, but I'm trying to hunt down all the old covers, even though I do love the new mass market paperbacks. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's the side, the spines, that I love so much. So far, the stand going really well. Love the story arcs that were are kind of unfolding. Everything's kind of coming ahead with the flu at about 20 some odd percent through. Loving it so far. I love Stephen King's writing. It's my third Stephen King book. I plan on going back to the second Gunslinger book, I think Drawing the Three, after I finish The Stand. So I'll likely finish The Stand. It's the first week of June right now, so I'll probably finish it by the end of, probably by the 20th of June would be my guess, another 2 weeks, simply just because of the books I have up right now. I'm reading House of Chains, right? And I'm on chapter 28 some odd of that. It is fantastic. I love House of Chains. I love Malazan. It doesn't seem like to me so far. I understand that it can become a slog later. And I watched another video. I cannot believe I cannot shout this person out right now, but they kind of talk about just reading what is happening, and our brains have this natural tendency to want to put things together to make everything make sense. But just kind of being along for the ride, which I learned after book 2, towards the end of book 2, and it made book 3 so much easier to follow, and same with book 4, House of Chains. It's kind of just I really want to just go back and reread book 1 and 2 after finishing House of Chains, but I'm gonna take a steady break. I'm gonna read The Exile by Ryan Cahill as a little novella. I'm gonna read Queen of Mid-Ashes. I still have Disquiet Gods to get through for Christopher Ruocchio, so I'm going to read all of his novellas. I only read the first one, Lesser Devil, which I loved, but overall, Christopher Ruocchio's main books just absolutely crush it for me. Probably my favorite sci-fi series that I'm currently reading, or probably of all time. I've read the 3 of the Dune books, and yeah, I just love Sun Eater. Just takes it out of the water for me. So far we have The Stand finishing this month in June. We have House of Chains I'm certainly going to finish this month. I'll likely start Midnight Tides this month as well, after I finish House of Chains and a few novellas, just to kind of take the foot off the pedal after a big April for me, and also just kind of getting back into the real world and readapting and adjusting with my schedule, work, all that. Yeah. So as far as my Kindle reads, that's what I got there. Physical reads, I'm doing currently, I picked this up. Somebody at work told me to pick it up. Boom. Little volume 1 of this puppy. These are such quick reads. I got this 2 days ago. I probably could have finished it. It's a manga. My first time ever reading one. And I love it. I've been hearing about this story. I've only watched some anime. A few seasons into Attack on Titan. I've watched Vinland Saga. I've heard I should read that manga. I heard I should read Vagabond. But I'm going to probably try and bang out the Berzerk editions first. So yeah, As far as my reading and what's going on there, in regard to story, this is kind of what's going on in my life, the things kind of surrounding me right now. I'm about to kind of get into my writing. I'm not going to, again, talk about the process so much as I'm going to just discuss thoughts on it this week. I'm up to 42,500 words. I'm about to, after I hit stop on this video, I'm going to go back to writing, hopefully get another 1,500 to 2,000 words done today. I ran through about 2,700 to 3,000 yesterday. It was kind of a slow week with Memorial Day 2 weeks ago. I know, slow week. Just a lot of things coming up on the weekends, just getting back home, seeing people, seeing family, getting introduced to people. It's like a lot of my weekends have been taken away in that way, which is, I'm not complaining. Like I love that. And this weekend I'm going back to, I'm going back to Jersey for a buddy's thing. So there's some things that are taking me away from writing and reading, but I still I'm still getting my word counts in best I can. I'm trying to make up for the days that I miss, because I know I'm just going to naturally miss them. But I had followed the write every day clause pretty thoroughly with book 1, and it led me pretty comfortably into what is now going to be book 2, which effectively is a part 2 to the 230,000 words I wrote of part 1. As I'm writing, I'm slowly discovering kind of how I would like to release these books. I discussed recently, December 1st is my deadline for a rough draft of book 2, where book 1 will then go into a developmental editor, which I'm deciding between 2 people. It's just a matter of availability, and if my story works for what they want to do, I'm going to pay up for them, and I'm going to move it through copy edits, obviously, after that. So there's probably going to be about a 6-month give or take there, where book 1 will be in the process of getting completed completely. Like, it is complete, but it's a matter of working through the kinks of that novel, and it is my debut, so I am asking a lot for people to read it. So I want to make sure I'm delivering a good product. And then my sister is making some progress on the cover art, and then I'm deciding between commissioning like 2 or 3 like end papers and things of that nature for a hardcover edition. I'm also, debating, do I release audio and ebook first? And then leading into that, do I do a Kickstarter and then go with giving, advanced copies of the e-arc? And then obviously I'm going to hand out the ebook with physical purchases, because to me it's so silly. Like, I hate having to do that. I hate like buying a book and then buying an ebook. So whenever somebody purchases my physical book or an audiobook, I'm going to give them the ebook with it. And I think going independent is going to give me that option, which is kind of nice now that I've kind of made that choice. I'm like 90% going independent unless some miracle happens. But yeah, 42,500 in. A few big developments have happened. It's a matter of writing and then making, you write, you discover, you make things make sense as you go, going back on polishes, making it cleaner, and then obviously, working with a mentor, an editor down the line. So yeah, right now, my word count for the universe I'm developing, the epic fantasy universe I'm developing, we're pushing around 280,000 effective words. I've written over probably 350, 400,000 that have, less than half of that has been cut. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the process, loving figuring it out, loving the story unraveling as I'm writing it. It's one of the cooler parts of this journey, for sure. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. That's what I'm reading, what I read in May, what I'm reading in June, and a little epic fantasy novel update. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave down below in the comments your thoughts on the books I mentioned. Let me know your thoughts on Berzerk, what's your favorite volume of it, and so on. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.